Hello everyone and welcome back to Steel Division 2. Today with us we are having a tier list video. It is a no bullshit video. Here's the tier list. You can leave if that's all you wanted. But hopefully that helps you out. This is a tier list made by the community of the Kingdom of the Noobs. And so we'll just watch it together. In first position we have Fort Falsham Jaggers. These guys has been there for quite some time in first position. They are really good. Um, I personally often dread playing against them. They have really good tools to bring to the battlefields, but they also lack in medium tank. But it can be um, it can be countered. With the you do have some medium tank. We see here you got these two M42. Well, maybe you're not seeing it. There you go. You've got these two M42 that you can use either in A or B phase, but you would use these guys in A phase because you don't have anything else but the Panther later. And in the support tab, you got these two M42. So this is where you kind of got to use the medium tank availability because you got the heat round doing not a lot of damage, but it's still. Oh wait, sorry. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering when I saw 75, I was like, what? Okay, so these are the one you want to use. Sorry, the heat rounds do 120 mil, and the AP does 90 mil, so enough to kill T-34, 76s, and Panzer IVs. Side shot they can kill most things, even a Panther. So you would want to use these guys in terms of medium tank. You could use the LG40 as well with the AP shells, but they don't do that much, and they only shoot at 1500. It's not like their brothers, the LG42, but you get a lot of 2K options too, so that really helps the deck, and it's strong 2K option. It's not like the Grille, and it is as strong as the Grille, but the armor is also really good. So lots of options here. Obviously, you got the Fallschirm Jaggers with snipers. Ugh, I never thought I'd say that about Fallschirm Jaggers infantry line, but yeah. So you got these. You got more various infantry as well. So you don't have to go super expensive. You got 30 points option. You got 25 points option. Really, um, there's a lot of good options there. So that makes Fort Fallschirm Jaggers one of the best division. You get good anti-tank. You got the Gerlich 42M. It's like 35 points. You kill anything. Got these guys coming in fast. Artillery, you've got radio mortar, so that's really good. Air defense, you get pretty much everything you want. Really good division. Then if we go into first SSB, we've got the Kings of Spam. This is the definite most annoying division currently, the first Special Service Brigade. They have a lot of infantry, cheap infantry that are, pretty good. It's 11 strength, 3 Thompsons, um, they're not going to last against other enemy frontline infantry, but they're not made for that. They're made for going into the forest, they're commandos. They're made to push hard with a lot of people. You even got field engineers for 15 points. You get 18 of them, and that's a real joke, but whatever. And yeah, so you got a lot of good stuff. Even these guys have 2 brands, so you might want to take them in face and beat your line infantry. You got a lot of good stuff. They come with Duke W, so they can go in the water if they want to for deployment. And you don't have a lot of good tanks. You got the Shermans. You got Wolverines, right? But they're coming only in sea phase as well with the 17 pounder. So there are ways to there are ways to break this division apart in their face, but you gotta be prepared for them. You gotta know it's coming and build your deck according. So if you play this deck in QP, you'll probably destroy everyone, especially in Vanguard or Maverick. You don't want to play this game on balance unless you're playing for fun. Support tab has some interesting options, but it's a regular support tab. Anti-air, so much options. You can use these guys or these guys for infantry support too. So if you just get these guys, you're pretty much good in terms of infantry support and anti-air, because you got a lot of them. They're not that expensive and they're very, very good, and they're armored, so you can just roam around, not be too scared of engaging. The artillery comes with radio, and you got off map, and this is a very powerful off map in A phase. You get one shot, I think, with it, but they're 127 mil rockets. You get 960 of them. 960, and that's why you want to play this on the Vanguard income. But yeah, so that makes it for first special brigade, which lead us to first airborne task force. These guys, they have a lot of recon, some good stuff. Their infantry is glorious. You've got assault groups, you've got demolition group, you've got rifles late with 2 Browning automatic rifle. You've got these guys with bazookas. I mean, Christ, 2 Browning automatic rifle can march and shoot. That means they can shoot under 100 meters, unlike others. 10 M1 Garand and a bazooka. You can't ask for better than that. And they're priced the same as Panzergrenadier. So anyway, you get Forcemen. You just got a lot of good stuff with bazooka. Don't have to worry too much, even if the tank tab is not that great. The support is okay. You got 2k range support there, which makes it good. Yeah, 80 tabs. You've got a lot of stuff. 6-pounders mainly, but M10 tank destroyers as well. But you get 4 cards of 6-pounders, so you should be good most of the game. Air Force, you got the Bofors 40 mil, which makes them very strong. And you also got a lot of annoying artillery, such as the M1A1 howitzers and the half tracks. Of Air Force is really good as well. You got B-25s, you got both fighters, some of the best anti-tank planes in the game, in my opinion, in terms of rocket AT. So yeah, really great division. And then you get Groupement Dodi, the French. Again, with the others, really great recon with snipers, with 2 machine gun and a snipers. You get M3A3, AMM8 Greyhounds, TNT. You just got everything you got it here. Infantry again is just phenomenal. Like the Montagnards are really good for the price too. On top of that, the Goumier are really cool. They're 22 strength, shock and raiders infantry. Their rocket gun is really poor. It doesn't do much penetration. I mean, if at all, but it's a little something. But my God, look at this squad. Put this in the forest. What I do. I put this in CQC. And you got, plenty, get cheaper versions as well. And get your 18 Pioneers for 20 points. Get regular IR for 20 points. It's just, you got everything. You got Americans as well with their bazookas. It's insane. You get M10 tank destroyers, M5A1. So not big on the tanks, but still. You get the M8, which is good for infantry support. Lots of machine gun. The howitzers 105 mil. Excellent. You get anti-tank. You get a lot of stuff. The M3 gun. The 57 pack 40. And another M10. Anti-air got the best kinds. Artillery, the same again. The best kind of stuff. And the Air Force is really good too. You get these guys. These guys, okay, they are bombs. They are not napalm like the clusters, They are bombs. Napalm bombs. And so they're really strong and they kill tanks like you've never seen. Plus, they leave the area on fire. So what's not to like about these guys? Well, the price, but Jesus Christ, you want them. You want these guys. And you also got a lot of good stuff, 8 500-pounders from the 6. Get P-47s. Get Black Widow. I didn't find them that good, but they are cool looking. That gotta count for something. which makes this division really great again. And there, you notice these divisions. Um, oh damn it, didn't see the units. I'll at least show you the Black Widow. But yeah, you notice these guys are they're all best played on Maverick. This Maverick is the income you want to play if you're playing this game, and this is what you want to do. You got to push hard and overwhelm the enemy. Look at that, these 4 bombs over here. You got to overwhelm the enemy, and even if you don't have good tanks, it doesn't matter because you're in for the short run. Yeah. So this was the first row of Tierlist, and then you get 84th, a classic Soviet. You got 26 Panzer Division, the best Panzer Division in the game. Panzer Divisions are in a rough spot. You don't want to take them in 1v1, basically. And because it is a meta it's a infantry meta right now. It's been for a while. You get also 715 Group Artenek. You got 5 Gebiers, DFL, and the Penchalos division. In A phase, you got 44. I probably would have put it lower than that myself because you can't rely on the off map anymore. But it's a community tier list because there's a lot of things I disagree with this list. Personally, I think 12th and 5th should be A phase. 12 SS played on a Vanguard income really, really good. But then again, I play 14 infantry on a Vanguard income and win most battles as well. In QP, probably couldn't pull that off in a tournament. No, not with 14. Maybe 12 SS. But yeah, this is the decision taken by the community. These are made for. They're not tier lists for quick play, custom games, or things like that. They are there for tournaments, but it's still good. Give a good idea of what to use, what not to use. But honestly, guys, when you look at this tier list and you see players in B or C phase, when you see division in B, C, or D phase, it doesn't mean not to take them. Well, the D phase maybe, except for Panzer Verband, the other one kind of sucks unless you're a really good player. Um, but yeah, it doesn't mean not to take them. It just means you might get a harder time. You'll be less able to adapt to certain situation in QP because QP is a lot about skills, first of all, but it's also a lot about luck. And so if you pick an opponent that has a certain division, and then on top of that, a certain map and an income, and sometimes just all cards are stacked against you. And it happens, but there's nothing, absolutely nothing that tells you you can't pick Group Moskaya in QP and not win. It's entirely possible. I've done it plenty of time. Same thing with 14 infantry. Same thing with 70 ST. Although 70 ST, I do recommend not to play them anymore. Um, they're really bad. They're really, really bad. You can't do nothing with them, and their infantry roster sucks compared to what you can get for the same price elsewhere. So yeah, take these at your own risk. The community has put Toulon in the end of B phase and Festung at the first. A lot of people have this thinking that Toulon and Festung are more or less the same, except that Toulon is better. I disagree hardly, and even myself, I'd put Festung probably in A phase, because they've got everything, man. They've got everything. And if we go take a look at Festung real quick. All right, tank department. You don't have much, but you do have enough. And if you're a player like me, you don't need tanks in in A phase, then you get enough tanks, 12 tanks for the rest of the game. They're medium tanks, These the Panzer 4 for CQC, there's Tugtree for long range engagement. I mean, this is perfect for you. You get the Yak Panther in A phase, and you get Martyr Trees in A phase with Pack Mill. Get also the Pack 36. I mean, what's not to love there? And you can do this and that. Really want to, or you can pack gun for C phase. Let's go take a look at my deck. Actually, I do have a deck for Festung here. That's my original deck. I had a couple of versions of them, but ultimately that's what I kept. Here we have the Panzer IV in A phase, the Stug in B phase on a single vet. You've got the Flammenwerfers coming in with the FFI truck, so the tractions are the fastest trucks, 115 kilometers an hour. Really good. You get a lot of machine gun, so this is for closer range, for the deployment, fast range. I mean, fast transport and long range. You get in B phase, I'm bringing these really excellent gun, 1500 meters. You get IG-33 till the end of the game. I get, I got the Pack 40 in B and C phase here. I got the 105 mil. You get a lot of artillery. You get a lot of planes. You get a lot of really good infantry. Jagdkampf 3-star. Nothing can beat that. They got G43s. KM Pioneers. They're Pioneers with fucking bazookas. You've got KM Marine Infantry. 20 points. Bam. For the rest of the game. Same thing with this Arton with fucking bazookas again. You got so much spam for C phase, and in B phase, you use these Festung Grenadier, 14 rifle, 1.4 damage, and a machine gun they can shoot on the march, and so that's like 1.9 damage total. I use them in the forest. That's what I do with the KM Pioneers. You got the Stas Troop as well, and the Grenadier. And so it's just so great. It is so great. You get, I use these guys. They're really, really good. The enemy will waste their time shooting at these, and eventually you just bring these guys for the enemy artillery. It's just such a great deck. I love Festung. And I think it should be higher on the tier list. But like I said, don't take this tier list too hard, too much. Play whatever you want. Enjoy your time, and in the meantime, if you're not really that good at the game, I would suggest you play maybe not the S tier division, but the A plus to A to A plus. And why I say not to play the S tier division is because you need a certain aggressive style to play these guys correctly. You need to play them on Maverick basically, and you need to be good at them. You need not to lose your units in order to keep them alive. Well, especially I'm thinking about Fort Jaggers, especially when I say that. As I rarely play these divisions, but the Allies one anyway. But yeah, so I don't really recommend you go with the S tier. I do recommend you go with A plus and the A, as most of these divisions are more forgiving. So if you play Group Artonic and your tank dies, it is not a big deal. You've got lots. If you play a 5th Gabirs and the enemy spams airplane, it is not that much of a problem because while what you got, you don't have good of them. They're not good. The air defense of Gabirs is not good, but you do have quite a lot of them for cheap. And eventually, you kind of overwhelm the enemy by just spamming them. So there's really good stuff to be played in A plus and A, and it's a bit more tricky. All right, well, those are just my opinion. If you have any disagreement with the list, let us know in the comment, and maybe we'll take a look over. But I think the next playlist we'll do is during the next patch. But yeah, let us know what you think of that tier list, and if you think maybe there's another division that should be an S, and yeah. And if it's a Badger Jelly, you don't need to comment because I know your opinion is wrong. All right. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.